y'all. Not the person you expected to see, huh? Not very good at vlogging, so hopefully this will be one of many to come in the future. This was kind of like months in the planning. I had the idea to propose to Brie back in July. Previously, we went ring shopping before, so I could kind of get an idea of what she liked. And so we kind of customized all our specs. They told me it would take about 6 weeks to make. As August rolled around, ring wasn't ready yet. I was trying to plan the logistics about how to propose, where to propose. She had a friend who was a great photographer, very fantastic. Got a hold of him, and this was around September. I was looking between different venues, whether to do it indoors, outdoors. With the weather being around September, it's a hit or miss. Basically, I found the National Gallery of Art. Then the planning began with how to set everything up. How do I propose? How am I going to shock her? How am I going to get her in awe? My idea was to coordinate with her friend and to figure out how do we all meet up without spoiling the surprise. And I thought it'd be a good idea to see if her friends were interested in being there present, because I know it would mean much more to her. Thankfully, I contacted them, and they were all happy and excited for us. 2 of her friends were coming from New York, so shout outs to you guys, Edward and Esther, for coming through and supporting us. The weeks leading up to the proposal, I was giving her subtle clues as to, hey, I'm going to propose to you. Some of the things I did was gave her flowers. I made a dish, and I told her that, hey, I'm probably only going to make this once. It's called Tuscan chicken, aka Marry Me chicken. So I thought it would be like a good idea to kind of give her that subtle hint. But I didn't tell her what the name of the dish was, to kind of just surprise her. Then I had the issue of how to get her nails done. Was thinking about asking her friends to take her out on a date night, but I figured that would be too obvious. Actually, my niece was having a birthday, and my sister was like, oh, we're gonna get our nails done for the first time. And I was like, oh, perfect. That's a great way for Brie to get her nails done without, telling her or being too obvious.
I think I'm getting engaged this weekend. So the reason why I think it's this weekend is because his sister literally texted me a week ago asking if we wanted to get birthday nails for his niece. So I actually got my nails done yesterday. I didn't want to be too obvious, but also these are my natural nails that I get all the time for work. So I was like, all right, let me just do something natural. So that way I don't embarrass myself in case it doesn't happen this weekend. And also, the crazy thing is his birthday is in a couple weeks, and I'm planning this surprise birthday party. And as I was texting his friends and family, one of his cousins texted me back saying, oh, I thought he was doing his birthday this weekend. And then I was like, no, why would he say that? He quickly texted me back saying, oh, never mind, Vince just wanted to go golfing or something like that. And then I was like, that's weird, because we live together, we call each other every day. There is always communication going on between us. So for me to not know what's going on this weekend is a little sus.
2 weeks before, I had told her, hey, we're gonna actually go to a brunch spot, because every month we like to alternate new spots to eat at. And so that was our thing, and chose a spot in DC called Haraya, a take on Filipino brunch, which was amazing, and all the food was good there. The idea was after that we would just kind of, since we would be all full, that I would say hey Brie, let's go walk around, maybe check out some monuments. Brie did tell me that she didn't want a crowded area. When we got out of brunch, we basically had a lot of time to kill because her friends were gonna be there around 4.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous too. I'm shaking.
I think they're walking.
You go watch Judy.
Oh no. Wait, does Judy?
She walked.
Hi, David.
Yeah, so we were basically in the museum. We started off in the East Wing. I was like, oh, there was this one sculpture that I was looking for, but it happened to be on the other end. We walked all the way around because there was no way to cut through. The goal was after that we go up to the west wing and then we go into the garden. They didn't allow any decorations or anything, so the idea was for her to walk in and go towards the fountain. I had her turn around and look at the fountain so I could take images of her, you know. And then that's when I was gonna put all my stuff down. And then when I kneeled down and I asked her, I was like, so how does this picture look? And I was looking up at her, and when she turned around, like just to look at her face, I was like, everything just kind of stopped, like my heart stopped, and I was like smiling. In my throat, I just felt like this drop, and I couldn't explain it. It was just like abundance of happiness, and I was kind of tearing up a little bit, but I held it in. I couldn't get my words out. Like I had a speech and everything, and I couldn't get my words out. And, you know, I was just like, Brie, would you marry me? So when she said yes, I was like so excited that I just got up and gave her a hug. There was like a lady that just walked up to us, and she was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so happy for you. I have it all on my phone. Would you like me to airdrop you the pictures? After that happened, I just realized, I was just like, wait, I didn't even put the ring on it first. And so I kind of hesitated. I was like, sure, but you know, do you mind if I put the ring on it first? And she was like, no, take your time. It's okay. And then like, so she took a couple steps back. But the problem was where she was in the background was facing towards the cameraman. And so she was kind of in the background at that time. We were kind of in that moment. I got back on my knee, and as I was putting the ring on her finger, like my hands wouldn't stop shaking. I was just like shaking. When I finally put it on, I gave her like the biggest hug. And next thing I know, I hear like an echo of claps, and I was like looking around, and it was just like a whole bunch of people just standing there. And I was just shocked. I was like, I didn't even know that there was anybody in here, because walking in, I just saw a few people. But afterwards, you know, I kind of just pointed in the direction of the photographer and all her friends, and I was like, hey, guess who's here? And the rest was history.
Yes, let's go.
Afterwards, I had a surprise venue. I reached out to her cousins and was like, hey, could you help me out decorating the after proposal party, which was at one of my cousins' place. We were more than grateful to have them to set up and give us the location. So when we walked up to the elevator, played Post Malone's Congratulations, I just kind of let her have her moment and just walked in there. And she was all surprised because all her friends were there, cousins were there, my friends were there. So it was a good time to see everybody and to kind of share the moment. Unfortunately, we couldn't invite everybody, but needless to say, it was a really good turnout. I'm very relieved that everything went well. Can't wait to share some more moments like this. So we'll see where that takes us, and we'll keep you guys updated. All right, till then, peace.